she's done such a lovely job. So has Sharon Grech, who joins us in studio now. Now, Jackie's going to have more small space ideas a little bit later in the show, but right now we've got to talk about shadow.
Yes.
So most people will think shadow is the Benjamin Moore color of the year.
For 2017.
For 2017. Yep. And you guys are always ahead of the curve. The interesting thing about shadow is it is a purple. And so a lot of people think purple and automatically they think, oh, a little girl's room. Yes. No, no, no. This is not that purple. This is sophisticated and this is grown up.
Yeah, it definitely could be used in a little girl's room, right? But I think it's a really sophisticated color, and I really wanted to showcase it as sophisticated as it can be. You can use it as a backdrop with lots of other colors. People are afraid of using dark colors because they're afraid that they'll be limited. They won't be able to bring in other colors or different textures and materials and finishes. So I really wanted to showcase shadow on a paneled wall. So I had this paneled wall built, and I actually used Aura eggshell. I tend to use Aura matte a lot, but I wanted to use eggshell just to get a little bit of sheen so you can really get the dimension and the depth when the light hits it. And I think that's the thing about shadow and about a lot of dark saturated colors. When the light hits them, they really come to life.
They really do, and they add instant drama.
Yes.
And for impact with that dark color.
You have so much impact. You can do a lot with it, and isn't it a big change from the lights that we've been seeing for the past 5 years? So I like to think of this as a real directional color that's going to bring us out of those pales and into some darker, exciting colors. So with purple, I went to LT, and thank you, LT, for this beautiful set. First of all, I want to talk about the sofa. I want to talk about everything, but I actually fell in love with the cushion.
Yeah, that was your thing.
It was the first thing, so it's a little different than what I normally, but I fell in love with this cushion. And that brocade pattern, it's got a heritage nostalgic feel to it, but in the grays and the silver and that pop of yellow, I thought it really feels more contemporary. And to me, that's what shadow is like. It can feel more contemporary, but it still has a nod to the past. So from there, we've got the grays, this gorgeous linen sofa. So we're mixing in different textures, but this has got a little bit of a purple undertone as well. So gray we know tends to be either green or sort of more on the purpley side. This one's more on the purple side, so I love how it harmonizes with the shadow.
It really does.
Right? So again, we've got little hits of the gold, and that's like that ochre color. I wanted to bring that in a little bit more to show again how shadow can be a dark backdrop color. So here we found this gorgeous tufted velvet in this ochre.
It's beautiful, and that is outside of the box for a lot of people to try and mix that goldy mustard with the shadow color.
With the shadow. People would do it with gray, right?
How beautifully it works together.
And you don't need a lot of it, right?
Right.
Like one key piece like this, elements of gold in the accents and in all of the little accessories. And again, the rug is a gorgeous piece that you can usually choose your color from. I always tell people start with your rug. In this case, we kind of got it to kind of ground everything else. So it's more of a blue, a cool tone. So we've got these cools and then those hits of warm.
Gorgeous.
So isn't it gorgeous? It's really sophisticated, but I wanted to show some other ways that Benjamin Moore used it in our photography where it's a bit more traditional.
Yes, because it can kind of swing either way. It's transitional. So this is in a living space.
Living space with the white and the black. It's more contrasty. It feels a little more eclectic with the vintage furniture and then that beautiful mantle. And then here, isn't that gorgeous?
Nice. That is very nice.
More
right
traditional,
up the staircase.
with that nice natural wood. And then again, just a detail of the black mantle because it's in a matte finish or a slightly pearl finish. And again, that black and the purple makes it feel a little bit different yet again. And then finally, I love this shot. This is from the outside looking into the house where we shot. And again, you see the fuchsias, the red. You can really play with other colors with it. And that's what I wanted to show how diverse it can be.
That's totally how my house looks through the window.
I bet it does.
I want it to. That's such a nice little sneak peek. That is gorgeous.